on live. These songs is fire. Boston in the building. Good looking. Hit the like button if you ain't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Be true here. During that time, it was good. It was good. Gonna wait for some people to get up there. We're gonna talk about it. Positive internet energy. What's going on, baby? We ain't talking about nothing negative today, man. Good looking. Y'all like the music? Yeah. Features, I'm gonna send you a few. On Casa Boston locked in. What's going on? Watch that classic battle with you and T Rex. I saw you, my boy Rocky. What's going on? Roger, what's going on? Notifications going out. We're gonna get into it. Be more locked in. It's good. I see the caption. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's good for the positive internet energy? Yo, what's going on, man? Hit the like button. Come on, baby. I run for your life. That run for your life record is like 22, 23 years old. I did that. That was one of the first songs I recorded when I moved to Chicago with Lupe. That's one of the first songs I recorded in First and 15 Studios. My guy Boog the Beast did that beat. Shout out to Boog the Beast. He done did a lot of producing for on Kanye albums, Grammy Award winner. That was my that's my dog here, Gemini. Shout out to Boogs the Beast. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I'm gonna drop the Carousel Divine song. That guy's a pipsqueak, man. He's still on his YouTube talking about me, bro. I ain't bringing no more traction over to your page. You over there washed up, got 13 comments, like you doing bad over there. You keep repeating yourself. I ain't gonna even give you no timing. Nigga, nigga, that guy need help. I'm gonna pray for him. The music is fire, yeah, bugs. Big Baz, Big Baz, why he never got, I don't know. Shout out to my man Basil, man. Basil always been nice since a youngin'. Basil was an educated kid, man. I think Basil damn near a doctor. Like, I don't think, like, he did his thing with the rap, but cool. Hold on, y'all. Brave God making yeah, a new shit him and French got his heart. Put it in the comment section. 051 movement, what's going on? 050, what's going on? Put it in the comment section. Yeah, we here to talk about it, man. Music is fire. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Salute. Put it in the comment section. Said the volume is low. Okay. Is that better? My bad, y'all. I know. I seen, man. That's all he can do is talk. Like, how many times you gonna sit up there and listen to a man lies? I ain't in that. I ain't in that zone. China Brum salute. Still low. Audio.
A liar, a thief, and a liar. Yeah, that's a fact. How's the audio? And keep winning. That's how you gonna get your payback. Yeah, Usher and them. What's going on, man? We gonna talk about it. Y'all see the caption? We'll let a few more people get in here. We in the comment section. Salute. Audio good now. All right, cool. Can you explain how? I already explained how I got the name Uncasa. Well, Uncasa is acronym for Unforgiving Castellana, but because the name was too long, you know what I'm saying? That's was a name that I had picked. I had seen a movie. Clint Eastwood had a movie called Unforgiven. I seen a big billboard, the name Unforgiven on it, and then that's the name I picked. And then when I came uptown, I was just with my guy Manson. Shout out to Manson. His wife said, you know, in my language, she's Filipino. She was like, Castellana is unforgiving. So I just put it Unforgiving Castellana, but it was too long. So I came up with an acronym for it, and the acronym stands for United Niggas Kill All Stereotypes America, UNCASA. Thanks for the super chat. You said the audio choppy. I'm doing the best what I can. I get my mics tomorrow and shit. You said appreciate that, fam. Definitely. Love from Houston. How's the audio, y'all? Oh, you never heard that? That new song, Fire. Good looking. Go check that out on Cocaine and Brothels mixtape by my man Purse Two Times. Purse First Two Times. Go check him out. That song is called Taking My Soul. You know what I'm saying? Go run that video up. I need that video at 10,000 by the end of the day. Go run that video up. I dropped the Run for Your Life. That's a classic song that I did when I was signed to Lupe. I shot that video probably like 2 summers ago. I just released it on my YouTube, you know, for the fans that appreciate Uncasa music. So that's what I did it for. I ain't really thinking about the nonsense. I'm gonna run my numbers up organically with good content. Yeah. Shice got a song that we did with Shice like a few days with Stacks before he died. We did a song with Stacks a few days before he died. And Shice got that song. I think he gave it to Jim if I'm not mistaken. I ain't sure. But is there gonna be any Purple City albums? I don't think so. I don't know. But y'all see the caption, Jim Jones versus Dame Dash. The footage is out. Everybody want me to put my assessment on what's going on. I can't tell you, man. It's just embarrassing. It's like more and more every day the legacy of the Dipset. Like it just like that wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. It's not gonna be a good look. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that type of stuff is entertaining. That shit is not entertaining. That shit is like people takes people like detrimentally and use it as entertainment when those relationships is not gonna be mendable. You know what I'm saying? Once a lot of things are said and a lot of things are shown, those relationships is unmendable. That's why I never try to take it there all the way with guys that I once was involved with. You know what I'm saying? Guys like the other guy, we ain't gonna even say his name. The other guy, that was inevitable for that me and his relationship to go sour because he's an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? He's an opportunist and he runs off of opportunity and he runs off of arrogance and he's not gonna go nowhere. All that, man, listen, I know what I did for people. I know my inspiration on people, and I know anybody that ever get next to me, they know they gonna get inspired, and I'm gonna show them something that they couldn't show themselves. So that's why I don't really be tripping on the insults. Like I said, I'm from Harlem. I came up on insults, snapping, ranking, all that. That's how you get tough skin. That's all that is. You just rank it like you can't big me up on one breath and then when you mad at me, you say something else. It don't match up. So I don't really be tripping about none of that. But the footage of Dame Dash and Jim is it's embarrassing. I wish that was never released. You know what I'm saying? And it just don't put nobody in a good light. You know what I'm saying? It just everything that people work so hard for is just going down the drain. You know what I'm saying? Relationships, legacy, image, um, perception. You know what I'm saying? The perception of what the Dipset was then and now is took a 360 turn. Shout out to Jewels. I heard he was in a car accident. I hope he's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's so unfortunate that things be and going on, and you don't be like communicating with people that you once would communicate with every on an everyday basis, and then you hear something goes wrong, and it's just like you know, it just be it's, it's just whack because you ain't reaching out. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to reach out, or your pride is in a way that don't want to even make you reach out, even when something critical happened. And that's what we got to get. We got to get trying to get over the hump of that. But that video wasn't entertaining to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. It just showed. It just crumbles credibility of everything that we built over the years. Like that's all. All this does is add more on to what people been seeing the last couple of years since the verses, and it's not been a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a look. I don't think the Dipset fans even want to see a reunion. I don't think they even want to see us together because there's so much that's been exposed. If we came back together on the reunion, the public will know it's only for a bag. It's not gonna be respected if it's only for money. You know what I'm saying? The care about the care about the fans was gone a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like being a fan. Being a fan is being a fan for the Dipset and what's been so exposed. It kind of messes up your childhood thoughts of what you probably want guys that went to high school, guys that was in college around that era, and we was like the soundtrack of their lives. Now you hear so much of the backstory due to social media that it kind of put a damper on what the fans once thought of us or once thought of the Dipset or whatever, you know, they thought of what our music brung to them, you know, from the culture to the music to the fashion or whatever. And right now it's just a dark cloud over it. And these type of videos coming out don't make it no better. You know what I'm saying? That's really my assessment on that one because it just don't make it just don't put us in a good light. You know what I'm saying? When you continue to dwell, I realize that with the algorithm, people don't take the positivity. It's more negative that the algorithm feed off of. If it's controversy and people gonna talk about it and it's embarrassing each other and it's just putting everybody business and exposing, that's what sells. That's what send the algorithm through the roof. When you're trying to talk positive and give people a different perspective on the same thing that everybody's posting about, it really don't go nowhere because they want you to add to the controversy. They want to add to that to that the ignorant algorithm. It's an ignorant algorithm. It's a positive algorithm. You got to choose which algorithm you want to mess with because if you just in the algorithm just of the controversy every day, it's like you ain't gonna have no content unless something bad going on. So when you prowling on the next man's downfall to create content around it, that's what it's basically the algorithm was going to feed you. That's what's going to be in your feed. The ignorancy of the algorithm, and you got to feed it. And if you don't feed it, it'll die out. So that's why so many people that got controversy platforms and they talk about this one and they talk about that one, but they never really give a real true perspective on nothing because nobody really gets deep down into the information. People go off of hearsay and what they think. They never go get it from the horse's mouth. And I think that's where the journalism is dying. Like Sally Jesse Raphael, Gerardo, all these guys used to uh used to do their research when they interview people. Now you can just run with a story that nine other journalists or so-called journalists is saying and put your own narrative on the story, and that's how it usually comes out. I ain't think the thing with him and Zeke was entertaining either. Like I said, I don't see people's relationships for detriment is a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it made Dame look good or look bad. It just made it seem. It just made the public realize how divided we always been. Due to only the only reason that the relationships was even there because it was beneficial for one another. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you start to see these relationships crumble, you know it was it's the love and the respect is gone because of the way that is playing out. But then you start to look at the other side like this was just business. You know what I'm saying? And just because a business dispute went bad or the money ain't go good, don't means we have to try to embarrass each other's and tear down each other's legacies. That's not the cool part. That's why I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with girly TV. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with that. That's not masculine to keep going back and forth with a man over his quarrels. Let that man rest in peace like he doing. Numbers ain't doing good. Niggas keep buying subscribers. How niggas got a quarter or a million subscribers and not even cracking 10,000 on every like like on your first run? Like who? Yeah, like your videos don't even finish out at 30,000, 40,000. Where's the 250,000 people that subscribe to you? Where's the support? That's not even 7% of your subscribers. You said money loud, women loud, numbers don't. But well, the numbers is not even numbering because it's not equaling enough. There's people out here that got less subscribers, and when they drop a video, they dropping videos like, come on, shout out to my man Harlem Legend. He got like 50,000 subscribers. He's getting breaking 30, 40,000 on every video. But a person that got a quarter of a million can't do that in less than 45 minutes. You know how much traffic it is on YouTube. Can't believe these people, nigga. I would look good too if I bought you can spend 1,500 and buy 100,000 subscribers. That's what they do, and they all be ghosting bots. They don't reply. They just there. It's there to make your algorithm look good. Niggas got these they get just to get the YouTube plaques. Your engagement is not showing that. Your content is not showing that. You got 100,000 people that engage with you on a daily basis. Cops and not all these big guys that streaming, iSpeed, all these guys really be having 100,000, millions of followers and 100,000s of streams because their numbers is adding up to the way they interacting to they subscribers. You know what I'm saying? All this is a game. All this is a game. Everybody run up the same story, put their own narrative just to see if they can click me. I'm gonna bring y'all good, informative content that's gonna be 99% of the truth, because even if the 1%, I'm not gonna tell it. So if it's I got the 99% of the truth, I'm not gonna tell the one bad percent of the truth. I'm gonna bring y'all straight facts from uh doing my research, and that's what journalists is not doing. Everybody just trying to run their numbers up, and it's cool and dandy, but you can't lie to the people. Ghosts and bots, yep. Buying subscribers as well. I'm dead serious. That's what this guy do. They go spend a few $100s. It's just like in the streaming game. You can go buy 1,000,000 streams and make a few that spend a few bands and make a few bands extra. It's just like a quick flip. You can spend 2,500 and make 5 to 6 bands, or spend 5,000 and make 10,000 back. It's all a game. All this is a game. This is why people are falling in love with perception, and because the perception is lying to you. I can make you think I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world. I can go spend $7,000, buy 1,000,000 subscribers, and get all these plaques on my wall because I got a bunch of fake bots, but they not buying anything. They not replying. The bots is AI. They going off the perception of what your algorithm is. So they just copy the same mannerisms of what your algorithm is. Anyway, it's a bot. It's a computer. It's AI. So you got 200, as you say, you got 250,000 subscribers, but you're only getting 6,000 views on your videos. Where's the other 245,000 subscribers at? Where's the everybody sleep? Everybody. It's a big world out here. Your numbers is not adding up. Stop letting these guys come up on here and lie to you. All these guys is opportunities. Idols turn rivals type people, and they get next to you and they blood suck you, and then like you can't trust a guy like that. That's why like I don't need to make no content about that kid. I'm coming up on and giving you my assessment about Dame and Jim. It's stupid. It's embarrassing. It's not entertaining. It just make it just make motherfuckers look. It just make look ignorant and ghetto, and knowing that these men generated so much money. These men done uh gave so much to the culture. They done contributed so much from the culture. Jim Jones to to uh to to Dame Dash. And that's what they do. Yeah. Like these guys, they get these like everything like that's why I never put my music on DSPs. The reason why I do direct to consumer through my PayPal. Though I used to do it through PayPal. PayPal plays so many games with your money, but through Cash App and stuff like that, I do direct to consumer because at least I know how many people that's engaging with me. If you got 1,000 people that's willing to spend $10 with you every time you drop something, you can make $100,000. You can make a great amount of money, even if you had 1,000 people that just engage in it. Forget 10,000. Say you got 1,000 people that engage with you and support you financially every time you have a drop, a T-shirt, a hat, a coffee mug, a blanket, a CD, a poster, whatever. You don't. You can make millions of dollars with just them 1,000 people supporting you. if they supporting you consistently, but you got to consistently drop good product. And it gets to a point where people be so fanned out and loving you as a fan, and that's a great thing, to where they just buying anything if it's good or not, just to have a collector's item. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta understand your algorithm. You gotta understand what you're giving the people. See me, I'm not thriving off that ignorant. Everybody had a good week. Everybody ran it up off of me and Gully's content or whatever, whatever. Good. I'm glad everybody got some money, run up the algorithm. But now let's bring some good content. It's a whole new year. It's mad things going on in the world. We don't need to add on to it. Let's bring a little positivity to the internet with good informative information, that after you cut off my channel or after I punch the end button on my live, you leaving with something, not going off the same thing that 30, 40 other platforms is talking about, and they talking about it in a negative way to send the algorithm up. It's an ignorant algorithm, and it's an algorithm that you really can come here and get some informative information. Like, even in the comment section, I interact in my comment section. You gotta let the people know that once you in this social media world, you gotta interact with the people, because you already gave people access. So the better you interact with the people, and they knowing it's you, that's gonna keep bringing attraction to the page, because they know you actually listening, you actually reading these comments. Oh, yo, Uncasa replied to me what I said to him, whether it was good or bad. I take all criticism. Some comments in this comment section just be outlandish, disrespectful, and I just remove them. I give you 3 strikes. Keep saying that, and I remember what's your page name, because I write it down. Yo, this guy got 3 strikes. You keep putting up derogatory comments in my comment section, I'm gonna block you from my page. Simple. You gonna have to make a whole new page, and that means you just a fan. Then, if you willing to go make a whole new page just to get to see what I'm saying, so I appreciate all the love. This is what people don't understand. You got to turn the negativity to a positivity, and that's what I've been doing. Since all this controversy with Goofy TV, I done dropped 2 music videos. You know, I done dropped other lives, and I'm just doing me. I ain't got no time to be playing around with no basement bloggers. I ain't got no time to do that. I ain't got no time to do with no basement bloggers. I ain't got no time to sit and listen about how other men preserve other men's looks. That's not my style of thing. So before I keep going back and forth with a nobody, I'm gonna be somebody and just give y'all dope, informative information. Like I said, my take on the Jim Jones and Dame Dash thing, I think is corny. Is defecating everything that both of the men built, because at one time niggas was family, and this is what I say: ego, money, and the deployment of all these social medias just get the story and run with it. I wish sometimes as men we can just sit down at the round table and just talk about it, even if we can agree to disagree. Sometimes a talk can help, but we get to the internet just so everybody can hear it. Like I said, what's going on with him and Zeke, I don't respect it neither, because you know it's you got decades of friendships and relationships and familyships and brotherhood that goes down the drain within a matter of minutes. You can throw 30 years, 35 years of friendship and brotherhood away within minutes, and then it spreads through the world within seconds. So that's why I don't try to really get too personal with guys that don't get too personal with me. Yeah, it's a lot of backhanded, conniving things that go on in the music business, but that's been going on way before I was born. What you think, Smokey Robinson, uh, Gladys Knight, everybody that Curtis Mayfield, everybody went through the ills and the pains and the ups and the downs of the music business. And I tell you, if you get in this music business, do your research, watch documentaries. It'll show you this been going on way before we got in the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wisdom is key. Shout to Deli got it. It's not only a blemish on Jim record, it's a blemish on the whole what Rockefeller Dipset meant to the people. Like I said, it was one time where before social media, we wasn't so reachable. You know what I'm saying? To be a great artist, you have to have mystique. Mystique meaning you can't be pop. What make you rare, what make you a star is that I can't see you every day. I can see you on every day if I rewind in a VCR tape and I'm taping your videos. But what makes you a star is when you go out and you see this person and you just starstruck because you can't see him every day. We don't got that. It's just like in Atlanta. There's so many stars in Atlanta, but all you have to do is go to the local restaurant, local mall, local whatever, and you gonna bump into your favorite rapper. It's more accessibility. But when I was coming up, you had to know where the rappers was. You had to bump into. I used to bump into a lot of rappers on 125th. First rapper I ever met back in the days was Biz Markie by the pier. This is when they used to throw concerts by the pier on under the on by the water on 125th under the bridge. Met Biz Markie, bought me a Welch's grape soda from the Sabret man that was selling the hot dogs and stuff on at the carnivals and at the festivals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, all I used to do is just see him on Video Music Box. But when I got to see him up close, I was like, damn, B, yo, these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's like everybody's accessible. You can jump in the DM and just if somebody's just in the mood to reply, they can reply back. You know how many people I seen like when like King Von, God bless his soul, when King Von joined one of his fans live and all of them went crazy. It's just like you just might have a lucky day to where you might can get access to the person that you look up to, and that's why every time I actually meet people that actually engage with my music over the last 3 decades I've been doing it, and they finally meet me, I make sure it's a pleasant meeting when I meet them, because there's a lot of people that say when you meet your idols, you sometimes you don't want to meet your idols because they don't be the people that you depict them to be. I always try to give a pure, genuine, unconstant, no matter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out and about by myself. I don't be with no security. I be chilling. You might see me with one of my boys, and we don't even be on that time because most of the time I'm taking care of business for merch, doing other people's merch, music, going to auditions, this, that, and the thing, because I still act and all that stuff too. So it just be like, I be trying to put myself in a whole different trajectory than what's going on YouTube. You either like my content or you don't, but you know you're going to get 100% me where I was vulnerable, where I'm just being 100 with y'all. See, a lot of these guys come up here and go off their perception of trying to put people down to win. I ain't even gotta mention or utter a man's name to win doing me. I have my own fan base. I've been doing my own thing for quite a time now. I was connected to people that I'm grateful for, and now it's just time to do me. 2026, you're gonna see more Uncasa doing more Uncasa. That's it. Ain't nothing. I ain't on nobody coattail. I ain't on nobody timing. I'm not. I'm more introverted than anybody you might ever met. But I still have a leniency for the stupidity, so that's why I can focus through it. Because if I receive all this stuff at one time, I'm gonna come here and give y'all cake instead of giving y'all pie. I'd rather give y'all pie. I'd rather go off the trajectory where I've built organically. Like I said, it's more Uncasa True Hip Hop Stories to come. I dropped the Uncasa Hip Hop Stories about the 2009 BET Awards. Um, go run that up. I've dropped content this week. I dropped a true story. I dropped 2 music videos and I dropped a live. Go run it up if you want positivity. I ain't got no time to be going back and forth to 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 to, to stay in a negative algorithm. I don't want to be in an ignorant algorithm. I want to be in an algorithm of enlightenment, intelligence, and informative information. You know what I'm saying? All he was trying to do. You can't diss something you always try to be. He said Gully is all right with me. That's you. That's your own preference. That's your own preference. That man admits to beating on women. I could tell you, y'all don't care about your mother, your sister, your niece, or nothing. Y'all agree. You probably agree with backhanding a woman. if you feel she's out of line. So I don't mind. To each his own. But I made that man admit his faults. All I did was put him out there. Every dog, like they said, every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. That plane that he think he being inflicted by the insults, I went through it all. I'm from Harlem. All we do, you ever been come outside in the summertime and your block is what you hang out with at least 30 people every day and everybody snapping from your sneakers to your teeth to your haircut to your clothes. That don't mean nothing. What you can try to insult me with snaps. I killed you with truth. This is truth. Yeah, you really beat women. You really live in the mildew basement. You really buy subscribers. You really look like a chimpanzee. You talking about I'm gorgeous. This is what he wants. He want me to feed into his. I don't got nothing to, God bless you. God bless you. Well, I'm not going out MREC. I don't need to go out MREC. That's y'all problem. Why why do y'all wanna come up here to YouTube to see ignorance all day? That's why he can get the leeway to say what he want about New York niggas, cause all we thrive off is ignorant shit that don't make no bread. Y'all like to see people go to funerals. Y'all like to see people go up north from the conflict. Like, yo, bro, when is it gonna stop? I'm not gonna feed into it. I don't care what that man does. I killed that man with truth. Beat them in ratings, beat them in real subscribers, real YouTube time. I don't buy. I have my 18, almost 19,000 subscribers is organic. What I built over the last since 2022 when I came on here with the Unconstituted Hip Hop Stories. I didn't even. I wasn't even dropping in the pandemic. I went. I was on my block getting to it with t-shirts, hats, short sets, sweatshirts, sweat hoodies, everything, socks, flip-flops with my man who would say we was getting to it. I ain't accept no no PPP loans or nothing. I got to it. I always been a hustler. And he told you that too. Like I told you he was doing this thing. He told you I was doing this thing. He just mad at me. You just angry and upset. So keep talking about me. You sending my algorithm up. Thank you. Keep sending negative because they gonna wanna come and see what the real is. And all I'm gonna do is keep dropping music videos. Shout out to Dave East. I just did a feature on his new mixtape for the Love Part 2. BMO, Uncasa, Dave East coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here working. Everything is a market employee with me. Y'all can be ignorant and show y'all. All y'all do is show y'all hand every time. And like I said, I have more receipts. He even admitted what he did to Smoke Dizza. He even made y'all think he's cool for doing that. For backdooring somebody that actually gave you a verse and you paid him and then you like, yo, bro, who does that, bro? But like I said, God don't like ugly. Views is down. Subscribers is down. That's why I keep buying more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no time for me. He's a bozo, man. He's a bozo, man. And at this point, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna go. My next, my like one of my biggest blogs is gonna be when I go to Miami. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna fly out to Miami, and I'm gonna take y'all through the steps of the weekend, how what his experience was with us. And it's not gonna even be a popping week. It's gonna be a regular weekend in Miami. But I'm gonna show y'all the hotels we stayed at, where we ate at, and give y'all a outlook of how Miami used to be Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna interview people. I'm gonna interview waitresses that's been working at these restaurants for the last 20 years. I'm gonna go to the bellhops of the hotels and all that. Go interview the people because these people, y'all gotta understand, people that be working in these luxury hotels, they've been working at these franchises for 20 years, 15 years, 30 years. There's people retiring from luxury hotels. So I'm gonna go interview these people, and these people know us on a first name basis because we've been going there for so many years. Yeah, his hands were shaking when he was telling these stories. No, I'm not from Drew Hamilton. Yeah, I moved on from it. Yep, I'm totally moved on from it. Cause all it do is just like it doesn't feed my soul. What feeds my soul is coming here and giving y'all my assessment on a lot of things that people put their narrative on and just don't. It's nothing's cool about Dame Dash and Jim Jones fighting in the middle of the streets. As much as they contributed to the hip hop culture, y'all want to see us shoot each other, fight each other, insult each other. That's what y'all come here for. But if you that's what y'all come to YouTube for, from me, don't come to my channel. Unsubscribe. You do what you want. If you come here to get dope information, dope stories, and soon to be dope vlogs and TV shows, that's what you come over here for. Or you've been here 42 minutes. I appreciate everybody, the super chats, all that. Thank you. Nah, I ain't see Dame on the beat podcast. Shout out to 9139 podcast on the beat. I did an interview with them, I think like last summer, like the summer before last. They some good brothers, man. They had a they was out in Jersey. They podcast was actually down the block for when I used to live at. That was crazy. That was like it was like surreal because I was like I used to live right down the block from where we taping this podcast and I used to go to them stores every day, like where they had the park. I used to go to those stores every day while I lived out in Jersey. Shout out to Englewood, shout out to T Neck, shout out to Hackensack, Patterson, Passaic. I'm not grumpy. I'm cool. Yeah, D Black, rest in peace. Yeah, D Black from Buffalo. Who that said that? Um, Bobby Lewis, 15th Street. Yeah, D Black was my dude, man. Me and D Black did a song called You don't want that lane no more. Girl, holla at me. Um, Me and D Black, my man Mike Pratt at the time put that together. He was like, yo, my man D Black got some bread for you. You want to do a feature? And we did that, and that's like a Buffalo street classic, like King City or Mike Pratt, Worldwide Legacy. Like I said, I've been going to Buffalo since Benny the Butcher was 2 Chain Benny Man. Um, when Buffalo was really Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo was like I've been telling people, don't think Buffalo is some place where you can go and you'll get your head knocked off in Buffalo like you in Compton, Harlem, Brooklyn, any place in the world that you think is tough. Buffalo's the same thing, and it's a little they structure is a little different. They don't really have a city structure unless you go downtown. Everything is burnt down house. It's a lot. You can go to Buffalo and see a block full of burnt down houses and spread it out. And And this blocking, yo, is different. It's different. It's different. Different. Shout out to Buffalo. Shout out to everybody from Buffalo. Young Mike. You know what I'm saying? Doughboy Choach. Benny the Boy. Everybody that's from the Buff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, King City definitely still got y'all song in rotation. That's a fact. Yo, you don't know how crazy Jewels was in Skull Gang days. Hanif had the sour shout to Bergenfield and the chicken rib crib. That's a fact. Shout out to chicken and rib crib. We used to eat that every day. Them 14 karat gold wings, fire. You already know whoever that is. Nick's tape. Yeah, you definitely know what you talking about. Senate tapes was still on YouTube. Yeah, I heard you say you do your own clothing. What's good with manufacturing for the blanks? Hit me in my DM on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. You never knew who Gully was until this minor thing with him in concert. Word, I lived in Buffalo on Grape Street on Military Road. Shout out to Grape Street on Military Road. Like I was saying, I I remember Block Mike Pratt taking me to Montana Block and all that. Me and Benny and like like I always knew like I always knew. Shout out to the street sweepers too from Buffalo, Tone and them. I always knew upstate New York rap, and this fraudulent guy, I knew about 38 Special way before the Goofy TV was invented. Ask Special, who the first guy from New York City he did a track where he gonna tell you Uncasa, and that's a fact. Like I told this story before, but it just be like I've been knew all the top dogs from upstate New York, from the Seth Marcells to the 38 Specials to the Green Lanterns to the Thumpman Dozers to the Sammy G's to the Tarbone to the Great Guards to the Unstoppable to the Tomb Raiders, Dutch Beats. Um, it's like it's so much people that contributed to the upstate hip hop place. Etho, um, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? And these is people I know for almost 25 years. Uh, Innocence, shout to Innocence. They was a singing group. Shout to uh, Sal and and Billy Bland's uh, from Red Brick Records. Like I've been upstate for 2 decades. I've been indoctrinated in the music scene upstate New York for the last 20 years. So nobody can tell me about upstate. I've been knew about it. Free Heck, you know what I'm saying? Rochester, Buffalo, uh, Ithaca, King, man, name it. I've been there. Nah, I ain't gonna pay that no mind. DJ Shay, that's a fact. Rest in peace, DJ Shay. Young Mike, like I've been upstate. Yo, you spot on with Jim Jones having funny vibes towards you. You're a real one for speaking your piece. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Albany, yeah, definitely. A la born, yeah, Albany. Yeah, so for so long, for a mad long time, I've always knew upstate New York had it from day one. You know what I'm saying? From day one. So shout out to upstate New York. I spent a lot of time out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially in my early 20s. Like to be a new like every city, God can't go and live in those places and adapt because it's very, very, very much slower, and it's just like a lot of it like they had a lot of catching up to do. They like I said, if you was coming from upstate in Syracuse and you wanted that purple haze, you got next to me. Everybody was getting next to me to get next to Shice. I was that connection. They know they had to come drive 4 hours down and drive 4 hours back with wherever they was coming to cop in those days. Like I got real stories. Like I got stories. Like I'm gonna have these hip hop stories, bro. I'm gonna have a story about my man Nadi. I want y'all to do this research. Tap in Syracuse man traps in the wall in theater. That's my man Nadi. Once y'all do y'all research on that, I'm gonna tell you the story about Nadi and how I used to rock with Nadi. You know what I'm saying? And yo, bro, he one of the smartest, most intelligent guys I've ever met in my life. Cause it was a time where me and him spent a lot of time together, and we was taking these 4 hour drives, damn near I say 8 hour drives, 4 hours there, 4 hours back, back and forth to Syracuse for like a whole summer. And the conversations that we used to have was so enlightening because you wouldn't think a street nigga would be this intelligent, but like you said, like the world says, you can't judge a book by its cover until you start reading the pages. So that's how. But I got stories like I said, I just dropped episode 35, 2000 BET Hip Hop Awards. Y'all go check that out. Just dropped Taking My Soul video featuring Purse 2 times, Purse first 2 times, and I just dropped the Run for Your Life classic song from 20 years ago. All on my YouTube channel. Go run it up. Next live, I'll be showing you the Pies t-shirts that y'all can hit me up for through through my Instagram. Like merch coming, more music, more films. We working on a Brooklyn Way movie. You know what I'm saying? We done with the web series, so go run the web series up. We going into film and production sometimes um, mid 2026. Shout out to Gat Taylor. Um, Follow me at Cranberry and Vodka on Instagram. That's my merch um, page. You know what I'm saying? Shows you my archives of merch that I've been doing over the years. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's about to upgrade that too and take a lot of the old pictures down because, you know, it's just like it don't serve really no purpose, you know, besides being an archive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna archive it. So if I just feel like pulling out an old picture or something, I just do that. But I'm about to update the Cranberry and Vodka page, take a lot of that old stuff down that I don't even do anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I've went through levels. I've went through having other people press my merch up to buying my own machines to pressing up my own merch. So now the next phase for me on merch is to still do my, you know, my personal orders for people and all that, but I'm going into the more manufacturing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a designer and just go through a manufacturing so I can just package and mail out. You know what I'm saying? But if you want custom one of one hoodies, jackets, sweatpants, t-shirts from me, hit me up at the Real Uncasa. You can get the one more jean jacket. I done came on here and showed you my jean jacket collection, my hoodie collection, custom. I do memorial hoodies. So if you had a homie that passed away, I do the dopest memorial hoodies. Just send me a clear picture and I give you one of like y'all already know if y'all been following me what's up. But like I said, follow the Real Uncasa, follow Cranberry and Vodka, follow and hit the subscribe and the like button on this channel. And you know what I'm saying? Sending people over here for a positive outlook on hip hop and fashion. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, fashion, movies. Saturday, on Saturdays in the afternoons, I'm gonna be doing interviews. I got an interview coming up real soon with my boy Kai. Y'all might know him as Maine from Respect Life. We gonna interview him and ask him how's life after Respect Life. How did he take the loss of Boom P, the creator of Respect Life? And if y'all don't know what Respect Life, get in tune. It's 3 seasons. You can go watch the episodes of Respect Life, one of the hottest web series ever ever to be created. Rest in peace, Boom P, the creator of it, passed away a few years ago. But other than that, um, it's going. I'm gonna have a segment called Kush Conversations with Casa, where we roll up one. Chief one, and we talk about, like I said, we're gonna see what he be doing after Respect Life, seeing what's going on with the Respect Life cast and how life has been treating him far mentally, far as losing his friend that brung that whole conglomerate together as the Respect Life cast. So look out for that interview. And I'm working on my talk show called The Love Seat, which is, you know what I'm saying, which is gonna be talking about love and relationship in the black and Hispanic community. That's coming soon. And you know what I'm saying? I'm working. I'm gonna show people. We gonna do music, media, movie, clothing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Chio, my guy Cheo, from the bakery. We gonna do a dope tribute to Michael Jackson for the biopic. We gonna run out the theater. You know what I'm saying? So stay posted on. I'm stay posted. We gonna do a little raffle for a couple of tickets. So who you might be a fan of the Uncasa show or with my platform. So I'm gonna do a little raffle on here to give out a few tickets so y'all can come out and, you know, see how I party and how me and my dudes do it. You know what I'm saying? Ladies gonna be there, good vibes, good atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing for the 2026 is bringing positivity and walking all over negativity and just getting to it, man. Running up a bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Run up a bag, man. Run up a bag, save your money. So, you know, like they say, grind on winter, shine on summer. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some of my followers send me these pictures and DM me these pictures of them going on vacation because I know about at the end of the month I'm gonna go do some lives out in Miami. I'm gonna go to Miami, go chill up for about 3, 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Go get some good sun, go sit poolside, drink me a good drink, you know what I'm saying? And create content while I'm out there. But just get ready for a lot for 2026. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay all the way out of the way of the controversial stuff on YouTube. I have fun with it. The goofy nigga is cool. You know what I'm saying? The goofy TV nigga, the girly TV dude. That's what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to keep plugging him. He wanted me to keep going back and forth with him, but you're a turd. You're a turd. Tommy the turd. Doodle head. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no time. That's what you want, right? But like I'm just laughing at you because you pathetic. You're a pathetic basement bottom feeder, like you said. You're a bottom feeding basement blogger. Bottom feeding basement blogger. Bottom feeding basement blogger. Can you say that 100 times fast? A bottom feeding basement blogger. You know what I'm saying? That's what you are. You're a turd though. You the turd that get after you flush the toilet, it be stuck inside the toilet. That's the turd that he the turd that don't want to flush. You know what I'm saying? He's the turd that don't want to flush. Turd. Straight turd. Nah, I ain't giving them no energy, man. Everybody that's happy that I'm back, yo, people them putting up the cakes. Yo, stop in the crying. Yo, y'all gotta stop, man. Everybody that's in this live right now, we've been up here almost 2 minutes, less than an hour. Everybody drop a pause, and we gonna do a roll call real quick. I wanna shout out everybody that whoever shout out where they from, put a pie up and tell me where y'all from. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with you on Constant since the T-Rex battle. Thank you, I appreciate that. Dookie Man, 007, what up? Nah, we not gonna talk about Shorty. I don't do that. I don't talk about no females that I was ever involved with on no platforms. You gotta show the woman respect. I come up off that era, no women, no kids. So you'll never ask me, you'll never get me up here to talk about nothing about a former female acquaintance on here. You won't get me to do it. The Brooklyn way all day, BX love, bro. She bad. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, she was bad. I was wifey at one time, but you know, 10 toes down. Harlem Uptown 140 is Mel 87. You know what I'm saying? Seven City, what's going on, Norfolk, Virginia. And 11 AR 11. You got mad numbers. What's the story on the chick Nene? That's my sister. Ain't no story on the chick Nene. She get to the bag. She get more money than niggas. I'm gonna let y'all know that. That's all you need to know about her. She get to the bag. That's all you need to know about Lady Yates. She gets to the money. Salute, salute. Why does Gully think he's rich and famous? You gotta ask him that. You gotta ask Tommy the Turd himself. He's a turd, man. Like, what you expect from a turd? You fell out somebody's butthole. You know what I'm saying? He the turd that don't want to get down. He's a collard green turd. The doodle that you that you that that you move your bowels with when you had Thanksgiving dinner, when you had mad greens and cabbage and that shit sitting on mad Pepsi and all that. That's what he is. He's the nasty turd that come out after Thanksgiving. You don't see he's angry, he's mad. That guy's angry, he's mad. Man, them bought subscribers ain't doing you no justice anymore, man. I pulled the skirt off for Turd Man. Go get some wet ones for your butt, man. Turd man. Use a turd. Stop trying to wipe with tissue. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they ain't throwing me off. It's cool. Yeah, Chris Brown came to Jewel's studio for Run It. They ain't recorded together. Like I tell the story, Jewel's wasn't gonna do that record. I made Jewel's do that record. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to Jewel's. I heard he was in a car accident. Hope all is well. Shout out to the James family, man. I just want my boy to get back to where he need to be, man. Jewel's was one of the illest MCs. Just forget the music. Jewel's is just a good person all around, bro. Jewel's is a good person. He's a good person. He's a person that also gave me a chance. And like I said, everything ain't gonna be successful. Everything ain't gonna always work out. But I know, you know, bro got a pure heart. He did a lot. I seen that man come out 100,000 for that Skull game. He ain't before we had a deal. He spent 100 grand, videos, looks, all types of stuff. So if you ain't have a place to stay, you can live in a studio. That's why he built the shower. People lived in that studio 2, 3 years rent free. You know what I'm saying? They made money in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see my boy back in the light he need to be. That's the Prince of the city. Shout out to Joel Santana, man. Hope get well, bro. That's all I gotta say on that. But like I said, but yeah, we been here an hour. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. Thank y'all for everybody that subscribed. Hit the likes. Send more subscribers over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Saturday, I'm gonna have the Kush Conversations with Casa. My first guest on the Kush Conversations with Casa segment is gonna be my boy Kai from Respect Life. Y'all might know him as Maine. If y'all tuned in to the Respect Life web series a few years ago, y'all know Maine was one of the most was one of the most dope leading characters. You know what I'm saying? I got to see him grow up over the years. I went to Boom P funeral. I got to go where they was in the I got to go in the courtyard. That's what it is. Shout out to guys, the MGB guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey block. Um, they had me over there in where they was taping the move, where they was taping it at in the courtyard of the buildings. I went and met man like 90% of the cast. They was cool. They opened our arms. We sat there. We smoked. We drank. We celebrated the life of Boom P. And I feel like you know a lot of people might not might not see if y'all don't follow him on the gram. Y'all might not see my man Kai like that because your father. He going around doing what he need to do to make it out here. But I think he's a great actor, and I think he's an asset to the acting industry, and I think more people need to put him in more, films. 50, if you ever see this, shout out to the boy Kyle from Respect Life. That boy, he got it in him. I think he can be a star. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we just need those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So that's just basically it. Hit the like button, hit the subscription. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on the Real Uncasa on Instagram. Follow Cranberry and Vodka, my fashion page. Um, and that's it. And like Miles said, the assessment on Jim and Jones fight, it was stupid. I'm glad they didn't fight because that would have just been some embarrassing shit to just be watching. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got kids. Niggas got kids. Niggas got sons. Niggas got daughters. It's embarrassing. And if y'all do want to shoot five, I don't. And matter of fact, I don't feel it's wrong to shoot five. Just don't do it in the public eye. Y'all can go in a handball court or in a park, shoot five with no cameras. Every only person know y'all got busy was y'all two. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, these is brothers that I was acquainted with at one time in life, and I just think it's embarrassing. And that's my assessment on it. I'm not coming up here to laugh. I don't think the shit is funny. I don't think it's amusing. I don't think it's entertainment. And I think them brothers need to get it together because I say all these guys is going at each other. All is looking like now is friends weaponizing wealth against each other, and it's corny. Said my sound is low. I'm sorry for the sound, but I had as much as I can. But you know what I'm saying? This week I have the mics and all that. We gonna get out. I'm just going live on this show. I'm sorry for the static, whatever audio problem. I will have the mics this week. I will have the mics tomorrow. So, like I said, this is only the climate factor. Y'all gonna see me go from doing joints at the table to doing joints in a sound stage and studio. Cut me some slack. I'm just trying to bring y'all the information and my assessment on what y'all be trying to do. I know it ain't the best of quality. I'm gonna get a new phone too, cause when I used to go live, I used to never be none of this. I think it's time for me to upgrade my phone. So, like I said, thanks for tuning in for this hour, man. I dropped 2 new videos. Um, One is called "Taking My Soul," featuring Purse First 2 times. Run for Your Life classic off the Purple City mixtapes. Go run that up. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a few things this week. Oh, shout out to the Danza Project. I went up to the Danza Project and had a great interview. I got emotional when I started talking about my guy Bruce and my man Bob. Cause you know, if y'all familiar with my channel, I told you he was one of my best friends. I experienced a lot with him. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy that I rhymed in front of Jay-Z with. Went to Keep It Real Wednesdays at Baseline. Like I spent a lot of time with that man, so when I got choked up when we was talking about Bob, you know what I'm saying? But rest in peace to my man Bob. Shout out to his family, you know, the Davis family. Shout out to Shawnette. Um, Rest in peace to his nephew, you know what I'm saying? Tramel. And shout out everybody in Englewood, you know, Parkview, you know what I'm saying? Rock Creek, Palisades Avenue, everybody out there on Knickerbocker, everybody out there that used to be on Intervale, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just I just lived out there for so I'm just shouting out. But like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, tune in to what I got. Nothing but positive internet energy. And if you play with me, I'll bring out Crazy Casa every day. Y'all already know. Like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Come have fun, have talks, and like I said, coming soon, Uncasa, more true hip hop stories. Kush conversations with Casa on Saturdays, 12 noon, and more merch, more movies, more everything. Man, I'm just working. I'm weeding out all the bad negative. And yo, Tommy the Turd, keep my frank out your mouth. Peace.